Master your mind, master the market. 10 rules from disciplined trader. You've heard that trading is easy, just look at a chart, click a button, and money will rain down. That's what they show on YouTube, right? Make millions with this one trick. A 100% guaranteed strategy. But when you actually start trading, a different story unfolds. Your first trade is a small loss, the second trade is another loss. By the third, your entire account is wiped out and you're left thinking that the only people getting rich are the brokers you read. Just here for the thrill of watching charts. Why does this happen? The market is the same for everyone, so why do some people make millions while others are stuck in endless research? Why do some traders sit down every day with a clear plan while others change their strategy daily? The real difference isn't in skill, it's in discipline. The person who wins in trading is onto the fastest thinker, but the one with the most self-control. Winning in the market comes later. First, you must conquer yourself. This is the core truth exposed in Tom Hougaard's book, The Disciplined Trader. This isn't just a book, it's a mirror that shows every trader their true enemy, their own mind today. I am taking you on a journey where you woe and learn to trade the market. Learn to train your mind. We break down 10 key points from this book that will rewire your mindset before you even open your trading platform. Each point may seem small, but they are the keys that can unlock a trapped trading mind. Do unskip this because you might miss the one insight you truly need. Let's begin with the rules inspired by Tom Hougaard. The Disciplined Trader. Rules that will teach you not the secret of trading, but the secret of mastering yourself. Rule 1. If you can't control yourself, quit trading. This sounds straightforward, but this is where the real game begins. When you trade, you not just looking at a chart, you looking into a mirror at your true self. You might blame the market, the brokers, or unexpected news. But the truth is, the mistake was never the market's or the chart's fault. The flaw was in your mind, your emotions, your ego. As Tom Hougaard says, the biggest enemy in trading is not the market, it's your own lack of discipline. When your mind screams by now, look, it's shooting up. Just wait a little longer, it will reverse. You forget all your discipline, your plan, your system. What did you come to the market to learn? To follow rules or to listen to your emotions? This first point doesn't want to teach you where to enter, it teaches you where to stop yourself. Everyone says I'll stay calm next time. But after a loss, your ego demands one more trade to recover and show the market who's boss. But the market doesn't care who you are, it only sees one thing. Are you sticking to your rules or not? Discipline doesn't mean you will never lose. It means you follow your rules even when your heart is breaking, even when you're losing, even when you're terrified. Ask yourself, you planned to exit at a 2% loss, so why did you hold until 5%? Why? Because you traded on hope, not on the chart, and hope, my friend, is dangerous. It shows you a false dream and then burns your entire portfolio. This first point doesn't teach you how to make money. It teaches you how to manage your mind. Victory in trading doesn't come from the brain, it comes from the brains. The one who can stop themselves is the one who survives in trading. Tom says I'd rather take a small loss than lose control. Winning every trade is unnecessary, but maintaining self-control in every trade is rule 2. Not taking a trade is also a trade. This might sound strange, but this is the line that separates an amateur from a professional in the trading world. Everyone feels the need to do something every day: invest money, watch the screen, make a profit, or just learn. This is where the biggest mistake happens. Not every chart movement is a signal, not every moment is a money-making opportunity. Not every trade is a good trade, but your mind refuses to accept it. You think I need to do something, or you tell yourself the popular lie. I'll take a small risk just to learn something. Let's be clear. The market is not a school where you pay a fee for knowledge. Here your money is taken and the lesson often comes too late. Tom learned through his own experience that the most profitable decision is sometimes to do nothing. Why? Because trading is a game of waiting for the right opportunity. You don't have to swing at every ball. If you're swinging at everything, you're not playing cricket. You're gambling. When asked in an interview how many trades he takes a day, Tom laughed and said, as many as the market allows. Sometimes just one, and sometimes none at all. Think about that. A man who has made millions in profit says, not trading is also a decision, and here we are unable to find peace without clicking the buy button. Trading every day is not necessary. Being in the right mindset every day is choosing not to trade isn't a sign of fear. It's a sign of disciplined strength. Don't let the need to look active destroy your capital. You have a choice. Do you want to look active, or do you want to stay alive in this game? Remember, any trade outside your rules is not a trade. It's a trap. If a market move is pulling you in emotionally, stop, think, breathe, because not taking a trade is also a powerful trade. Rule 3. Fear is not your enemy. It's your internal alarm system. The very mention of it makes every trader's heart skip a beat. Fear, the fear of losing, the fear of missing out, FOMO, and the biggest one, what if I do? You enter and it keeps going up. Imagine you rewatching a chart, the market is racing upward, you think I should get in now. If I do, I'll regret it. On the other hand, your fear says, wait, what if this is a trap? You become restless, and this is where the tug of war between fear and greed begins. A battle your mind ultimately loses. Tom Hougaard is very clear on this. Fear isn't your enemy. It's your internal alarm system. Fear didn't come to stop you, it came to wake you up. But what do? We either run from it or, driven by stubbornness, take the trade anyway. For example, you're so afraid of a loss that you don't even set a stop loss. You think if I set it, it might get triggered, but that's the whole point. Otherwise, why does a stop loss exist? Fear in trading is natural, but it is crucial to understand the message hidden behind it. Why are you afraid? Is it because you broke a rule, because you're overleveraged, because you didn't plan the trade? Fear doesn't come without a reason, it comes when there is a reason. So the next time fear appears, stop and listen to it. Perhaps it's saying this time run on system, not on emotion. Tom himself was once a very fearful trader. A small loss would make him anxious, but one day he asked himself a crucial question. Am I afraid of the market, or am I afraid of my own lack of preparation? When he trained his mind, his fear ceased to be his enemy, it became his signal. Now when fear arises, he says, thank you fear, you are showing me where I am exposed. Fear shows you where your preparation is weak. If you work on your weakness every time fear appears, you can turn it into your shield. This third point teaches us, do not run from fear, talk to it, listen to it, it's not an enemy. It's a siren of caution, and most importantly, fear never comes alone, with it comes a hidden opportunity. Rule 4. After success, your mind becomes your enemy. This next point seems very positive on the surface, but it's actually the most slippery slope. Overconfidence, you win a couple of trades, make a little profit, and a voice inside says, you're a pro. Now your hand moves from the mouse to placing a crown on your own head. You start to feel like the market dances to your tune. So what if I have a loss? I'll recover it, and this is where the destruction begins. Tom Hougaard says, after success, the mind becomes your enemy. He observed that when he was on a winning streak, his focus shifted from his system to a Superman feeling. Rules become loose, risk slowly increases. And gradually you get stuck in a trade where not only is the loss huge, but your ego is even bigger at that point. You're not just outside your system, you're outside reality. The most dangerous thing about overconfidence is that it comes in the guise of victory, and throws you into the depths of defeat. You think you've figured out the trend, and the very next minute the market catches you and slams you down. In an interview, Tom said, winning is dangerous because it makes you forget why you were winning in the first place. You were winning because you followed rules, maintained discipline, and waited for signals. But after winning, you started to believe you could create signals yourself. Remember, you are a trader, not a god. The cure for overconfidence is awareness. After every profit, ask yourself, have I lost myself after this win? Every time you think, now I understand, quietly remember your past losses, and most importantly, after every profit, hold your rules even tighter. Tom says after success, don't loosen your seatbelt, tighten it. When the car is flying, when you need to buckle up because a crash can come at any time. So this fourth point teaches us, just as it's important to stay calm after a loss, it's even more crucial to stay humble after a win. Because the market breaks everyone's ego, it's only a matter of time. Rule 5. You don't trade the market, you trade your beliefs about it. This is perhaps the most profound and critical truth. Your enemy is not the market, the news, or your broker. Your biggest enemy is your own mind, your own thinking. You trade what you think, as Tom Hougaard puts it. You do untrade the market, you trade your beliefs about the market. When you place a trade, are you clicking the button based on the chart, or are you acting based on past experiences, your fears, your hopes, and your emotions? Ask yourself honestly, were you really looking at the chart? Or did you enter in the shadow of a past loss, hoping for recovery? Did you see the rules, or did you only see what you wanted to see? Tom makes a brilliant point here. Most people don't need a new strategy, they need a new psychology. Strategies are everywhere, from YouTube to paid courses. But no one gives you the mindset, and the truth is, if your mind is filled with clutter, even the world's best strategy will lead you to ruin. The real battle isn't on the chart. It's inside your mind. When Tom realized this, he started mind reconditioning before trading. He trained his brain to stay calm, maintain discipline, accept losses as losses, and move on. The question is, can we change our minds? Absolutely, but first you must accept the hard truth. You don't lose trades because your system is bad, but because your mind is unwilling to take consistent action. Tom says don't chase the perfect strategy, train your mind to follow the one you already have. Your daily task is a mind reset before trading. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Am I here today to take revenge for an old loss? 2. Am I just trying to look active? 3. Am I prepared to end the day without taking a single trade? If the answer isn't no, don't touch the mouse that day. This 5th point reveals that trading is not a skill. It's mental engineering. And until you clean and reprogram your mind on a daily basis, you will never be able to follow your system consistently. Final thought, these points from Tom Hougaard are more than just rules. They are principles for a trading life. If you only listen to them, it's motivation, but if you start working on them, it's transformation. The decision is yours. Will you bookmark these points, or will you fire them into your brain and approach your next trade with a completely new mindset? Because before you can win the next big trade, you must win against yourself. You've prepared your mind, now get ready for the system that will unleash the legend within you.